Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. Today we're going to continue on with our SFO Grimhammer update videos where we'll be focusing around Kroq-Gar. Kroq-Gar in vanilla is not in a great place as he released as soon as the game launched, meaning that he didn't get a lot of love over the years and he's kind of fallen behind when compared to other legendary lords, specifically those of DLC packs. The changes in the upcoming SFO Grimhammer patch, The Great Plan, keeps the design philosophy of Kroq-Gar very much the same. However, it is much more stylized now and in a more unique sense, so let's not waste any more time and jump right in. Let's start off with Kroq-Gar's faction trait, Last Defender of Xhotl, which has the following benefits. Feral Cold One, Salamander, Razordon Hunting Packs, Bastiladon, Stegodon, Feral Carnosaur, Ancient Salamander and Dread Saurians have increased charge and mobility above 75%. Enables lightning strike battles when reinforcements are present, recruitment cost minus 25% for all units, and double experience gain for units when fighting against chaos. You can also see the buff that all of the monsters will have when in regards to increased charge and mobility. It's quite a decent buff, and obviously this favors a lot of monster-heavy armies, so if you want to go with big lizards, this is the perfect time. Kroq-Gar's own unique trait, Last Defender, has the following benefits. Upkeep minus 25% for Saurus and Cold One units for Lord's Army, Ambush Success Chance plus 25% for Lord's Army, and finally Leadership plus 5 for Lord's Army. He will also start off with a trait known as Ancient Spawn, which increases Armor plus 10 and Leadership plus 10 for Feral Cold Ones, Pterodon Riders, Ripidactyl Riders, Salamander, Razordon Hunting Packs, Bastiladons, Stegodons, Feral Carnosaurs, Ancient Salamanders, and Dread Saurians within his army. Kroq-Gar now has heavy bonuses for Saurus units and monsters, so you're able to switch around or dedicate yourself to any as you wish. Like the other Lizardmen legendary lords, Kroq-Gar can use the new alignment currency to upgrade units. However, the other lords may only be able to use this on blessed spawning units, whereas Kroq-Gar may also be able to upgrade those monsters which are not blessed spawnings. Keep in mind that this would be for feral monsters and not for anything that has a rider on top. So as you can see here, the Stegodon and the Cold Ones are able to be upgraded, but the Cold One Knights are not able to. This works out as you'll be able to get quite a lot of monsters early on, and you'll be able to upgrade them to make them a tad stronger. Kroq-Gar earns alignment through Geomantic Web and events, but his main source is through battles. An aggressive form of playstyle is always recommended here, as obviously you will need alignment for a few specific bonuses, and well, it's Total War, so yeah, if you're not going to be aggressive, then why are you playing Kroq-Gar? The rate at which you gain alignment is completely up to you, and perhaps Kroq-Gar has the easiest one, as you can keep throwing yourself into battle after battle to be able to gain as much as you need, and trust me, you will be needing it for a certain mechanic. That in itself is for the Vengeance of Xhotl, which allows you to take on missions fulfilling ancient rituals or revenge, and it requires 50 alignment to activate each time. This in itself is a new quest system, which is actually quite interesting. It follows around a basic quest system which you can see on screen right now. The one that's just become active for me requires for me to capture 750 battle captives. As a reward, you'll get 5,000 of your income, but also some very powerful crafted weapons. This one, for example, the Spear of Haunchy, provides the following benefits: Missile Strength plus 20%, Weapon Strength plus 20%, income from sacking settlements plus 5% faction-wide, income from post-battle loot 5% faction-wide, and melee and missile weapon damage plus 1% for blessed units in own armies faction-wide. Like I said, those items are very powerful, and the great thing about them is that there's a decent amount of them that you can acquire from these quests. So it's obviously to your best interest to go and gain as many of these items as possible, as all those faction-wide bonuses do stack, and you can have these items on multiple characters. Let's use another example here with the Crown of the Berserker, which will only require you to kill 3,000 enemies. You'll gain 5,000 to your treasury, and obviously then the crown. The crown itself has the following effects: Miscast base chance plus 50%, so obviously keep this with a melee lord. Speed plus 10%, ability Potional Foolhardiness, passive ability Frenzy, And finally, melee and missile weapon damage plus 1% for blessed units, own armies faction wide. As you can tell, there's a lot of different bonuses and you can get some negatives too. However, obviously the item itself is very powerful and it doesn't take up a weapon slot, so you're going to be able to get items from all the different slots. Just one final more example. So in this mission you have to kill another 3,000 enemies, you'll get 5,000 Tria Treasury, and also get Quetzal's Vambraces, which gives the following benefits: armor plus 5, melee defense plus 5, passive ability Guardian, this is a very popular passive ability, and finally, melee and missile weapon damage plus 1% for blessed units, own armies faction wide. You can tell that there's a lot of that type of bonus, and yeah, like you're gonna get very powerful, especially with Guardian. Guardian is a very, very good buff. Kroq-Gar will also have access to a very powerful skill at rank 40 known as the Last Defender, which has the following benefits: upkeep minus 10 for all units, own armies when in enemy territory, attribute Strider, own armies faction wide, charge bonus plus 2 per rank achieved, own armies faction wide, alignments gained from battles plus 10%, global recruitment duration minus 2 turns for Bastiladons, Stegodons, Feral Carnosaurs, Feral Troglodons, Ancient Salamanders and Dread Saurian units to the minimum of 1 turn for faction wide. Recruitment duration minus 1 turn for Bastiladons, Stegodons, Feral Carnosaurs, Feral Troglodons, Ancient Salamanders and Dread Saurian units for all provinces. And finally, enables recruitment for the Gargantulan unit from the Giant Beast building. Now, before we check that unit out, you can see that the bonuses here are absolutely great, and this is obviously to keep you as aggressive as possible, especially the global recruitment duration reduction. And on screen right now you can see the special unit, which is, well, pretty much the Total War Warhammer's version of the Indomitus Rex. It's a big beastie that's got a lot of HP, it can do a lot of damage, it's also incredibly fast too. I mean, why wouldn't you want such a big monster in your armies? So Kroq-Gar has received some changes which, rather than radically changing up his playstyle, have focused around updating what he already has, focusing around being very aggressive and enacting the great plan whenever possible. The playstyle itself keeps to its vanilla roots, but with its new lick of paint. Personally, I've been very much enjoying Kroq-Gar's changes, but what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel has been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.